Alright guys, so today we're going to watch Donut Operator. Always love his videos. They're highly edited so that it doesn't upset YouTube. Um, but super good, always very good videos. So I thought it's the first time we watch him on this channel, but he's one of my staples. I love this guy. All his videos are good. So I don't like what they're doing with he's like making his own TV channel called Pepperbox with other content creators. I mean, good for them doing whatever, it's just I'm not gonna like get that your app. I'm not that big of a fan there, but anyways, he releases really good videos. It's pretty brutal though. Like this one, it's a sniper ends a shootout, so you can kind of figure what happens here. But yeah, let's go.
Points an AK at officers and learns that police usually react differently than women and children when you try to harm them.
I immediately regret this decision.
Then we're going to head on over to Atlanta, Texas, Houston, where police chase sets the record for probably the shortest police chase ever, thanks to some well-placed buckshot to a Cadillac's tire. So stick around to see that, but first, a word from our sponsor, PDS Debt. The economy kind of sucks right now, so you might be using a bunch of credit cards to try and keep your head above water. Getting out of credit card debt, personal loans, medical bills, or even collections sucks. That's where PDS Debt comes into play. PDS provides a service to match you with debt solutions tailored to your financial situation. If you're making seconds. That's pdsdebt.com/donut. August 21st, 2024, Houston, Texas. At around 12:30 p.m., officers spot two men who think they're f***ing invisible in broad daylight stealing cars. Houston. One of them is already in a red pickup truck, so he takes off. The other is in a black Escalade. Officers catch up to the Cadillac and came up with a couple of ideas on how to stop it.
Right here, right there. That's the Escalade. Block him, block him, block him. Block him, block him. Stop! Houston police! Houston police! Stop! Stop! Houston police!
That's one thing I almost never see in these videos is cops shooting out the tires with their guns. You have a fucking gun, shoot the fucking tires so that the guy can't escape. So many times I see police chases and they could just shoot out the tires, but they don't. They try to put spike strips or whatever. It never fucking works. You take your gun. If there's no one around, like you're not going to hurt anyone else, shoot the fucking tires. So super happy this guy actually was smart for once.
That officer honestly got to do something that deep down all of us kind of want to do one day. Now, I gotta say that's not a tactic that police normally use, especially in a crowded parking lot like that, due to ricochets bouncing off the ground and hitting.
See, that's what I was saying. But especially a shotgun, the pellets, if no one's around, like it's not a big deal. They're gonna lose so much energy after they hit the tire in the ground. Like I totally agree with what this guy did.
Some person over, unloading their groceries.
Go, go, go!
It looks like the officer got pretty close and had a good angle. I'm almost going to bet that that's not within departmental policy of the Houston Police Department. Hopefully it didn't get into too much trouble, but that could have been a dangerous thing right there.
It's just like in the movie.
You can even hear the air screaming out of those tires.
Stop! Houston police!
It goes to say that our guy here in the Escalade didn't get very far.
But like, sorry there, but how the fuck could that be dangerous the way he shot that? He shot it right at the tire, 2 feet away from the fucking tire. There's no ricochets coming out of there, and if there are, they have no velocity and it's not gonna hurt anybody. So, like, that's what I find so fucking stupid that police don't do it more often. Yes, it's dangerous, and yes, I guess if you have a 9mm, it'll tend more to ricochet, but if you're shooting directly at something, the bullet will dissipate and become nothing. So again, you shoot a tire, the tire will blow up, the bullet will become nothing, and the ricochets will not kill anybody. So I find it totally stupid that police don't do it more often, because you see these long chases for hours and it's like, bro, this guy just prevented that and it took him 2 seconds and it doesn't hurt anybody. So I think there are a lot of good situations you could do that, but I never see police do it, and it drives me insane.
Well, I mean, the Escalade didn't get very far either.
Hey!
Hey! Houston police! Stop! Houston police! Houston police! Mr. Police! Mr. Police!
After officers play a little bit of PvP Frogger to catch up to the suspect, they now have to search for the other thief, the bowl cut bandit, who has one of the f***ing worst Edgar haircuts I've ever seen. Not that that haircut was ever good in the first place. It looks like shit and makes you look silly. I probably shouldn't be saying that living in San Antonio. Officers search a local motel, a wooded area, until they finally get a tip from a local resident.
What's he saying?
Okay, did you have an updated location for me on Kilroy on Gumbo?
The blue one?
Once officers find him,
Sorry, just another thing I wanted to mention I find like sad in a lot of these videos is a lot of times they have a canine unit, right? But I find like, yeah, canine unit is smart, like dogs are fast, but they're not invincible. And so if the attacker has any kind of weapons, I would refrain from using the dogs, right? If there's a guy running and he's unarmed and he's running away from police and police aren't fast enough to catch them, then fine, release the canine and the canine will catch him. But if you have any fear that he might have a weapon, like those dogs just get killed like all the time. They get stabbed, they get killed, and it's like, if I was a canine handler, I would not just let my dog go and become like a dog shield just so it gives me a few minutes to apprehend the suspect. Like, don't go sacrificing dogs' lives. Like, those are, I know police department, they care about them, but again, I find that the way they implement them is pretty fucking stupid. A lot of these situations, like the guy's armed, he's got a weapon, he's in a corner or whatever, and they release a dog. The dog goes and bites him. The guy shoots the dog dies, and then they shoot the guy. Well, you could have just shot the guy. Like, anyway, it just drives me insane.
he's under a used mattress in what can only be called the Houston shack. Gross. I heard Dirty Mike and the boys were in there recently. Once he's taken into custody, we get to see his oddly relaxed attitude to the situation.
It's hot, bro.
Hot?
Nice. Dog got it.
Not big dog.
With a dog.
Hey, is this your ankle, bro? Hell no. Huh? No, sorry. No? You good, though? I'm good. Okay, we're gonna get you an ambulance, okay? For what? You good? I'm good. Yeah, bro, you almost got hit by a cat. School bit. Shit, I thought you were trying to shoot me, bro.
This is the chillest suspect I've ever seen. And honestly, it goes a long way. If you're chill like this with cops, I mean, it goes a long way. Like, they don't make their life hard, they won't make your life hard.
I'm pretty sure if those officers wanted to, they had a perfect opportunity to shoot you. If you're wondering about the other guy who tried to get away, he yeeted himself straight into some shiny bracelets. Luckily, no one was harmed by all this, but there was an investigation launched. HPD detectives and internal affairs got a hold of this one. I have a feeling everything's going to work out okay. Possibly the officer who fired his weapon at the vehicle thought that his life was in danger. I don't know. I'm interested to see what happened here.
That's internal investigations business.
Let me know in the comments below what you thought about that tactic. What's sad is that these idiots never should have been walking around on the street victimizing their community in the first place. They each have over 20 arrests in the Houston area alone. The DEA's office tried 6 times to revoke one of these guys' probations on other crime sprees. The court just kept granting more bonds. I want to say they're cooked after this little crime spree, but more than likely they're going to be let off. And we can all act shocked when it happens again.
What a surprise.
Okay. And now on to our last video of the day, where we all get to point and laugh at a guy that tries to take cover behind a glass door. September 15, 2024, basically Detroit, Michigan. Police are called to a home for a domestic dispute. We all know those are super dangerous. When officers learn a very important detail.
Where are they at?
No, my kids are upstairs.
You tell them to come down here. Hey.
He has a gun.
He has a gun?
Yes. And the clothes.
Can we go in there?
Is he armed with a gun right now?
The gun is upstairs.
What's his name?
Yes. It's a
Radio, we're being advised there's a firearm upstairs. Doesn't appear to be involved yet. The male just slammed the door in my face.
Is the gun locked?
I have no clue, but if you want to go through the garage, the gun is all the way upstairs in my.
Where are the kids at? Which bedroom?
They're in the room above the garage. He broke my phone. I can't call my kids.
Now that detail is probably left out because the suspect assaulted the woman in front of her children, prompting one of the kids to call police. So now officers have to hurry over there before this armed psycho decides to hurt the children. But that's just what they do.
Can you go over by our police cars?
My neighbors are good.
We need to. I want to get the kids.
Yeah.
Are they his kids too?
No, they're not his kids.
We can go in there and get them?
Yes, please.
Get open.
We need some more people on this. So we've still got 2 kids inside the home.
Yeah, like call for backup. What the fuck?
Police department! Police department! Priority. Move the kids at the request of the victim.
Once inside the house, the officers make their way upstairs where they are told where the firearm is, and they fortunately find it.
528 priority. We're making entry to remove the kids at the request of the victim. Police department, come out with the hands right now. Show me your hands. Shots fired, shots fired.
And once the officers are falling back down the stairs, the suspect tries to kill them.
Like, I wouldn't have shot the guy. Didn't have anything in his left hand, and you don't know where the kids are. What if the kids were in that room and then you shot that room? Like,
That's his room.
He's got, it looks like an AK.
Hold on.
So now officers have to set a perimeter around the house to try and keep bystanders from getting hurt, which is a lot fucking harder than it actually sounds.
Hey, that's his room. That's his room. That's his room.
He's got, it looks like an AK.
Get inside. Get inside. Get inside.
Out of the house. He's shooting out of the house.
Oh my. We still got the kids in there.
That's my...
that's why that cop should have never shot. Like, compared to the other video of the guy shooting the tires out with his shotgun, this was way worse, because you don't know who was in that room, where the kids were. The guy wasn't shooting at you. You told him to show his hands, and he didn't. But that's still, I guess, because you're in fear for your life, so it's probable cause for you to shoot. But again, just back out. You're only 2 officers. Wait for backup. Don't escalate the situation. Like, I find this guy is kind of stupid. He was stupid for doing that.
Radio, just be advised the children are still inside. We don't currently have a phone number for them. Let's move back.
We got us a barricaded suspect. The children were able to get out of the house, thank God. The suspect, on the other hand, isn't done trying to kill the officers.
Shooting out of the house. Shooting out. Shots being fired out of the house.
Not the most accurate shots, but still something you don't want getting close to you. Now, as you can imagine, any barricaded suspect is extremely dangerous. But don't worry, because this one seems to be a lot more dumber than most of them. He decides to come out to the front door, and instead of surrendering, he starts firing at officers again. And that's when an Oakland County SWAT sniper put a couple holes in him. He might as well have taken cover behind a shower curtain. That actually might have been better, because then officers wouldn't even be able to see him perfectly. Smart. The suspect unfortunately survived. He is in custody at a medical facility nearby, and probably heading to somewhere where we're gonna have to pay for it.
How much is that gonna cost me?
That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Major props to the Farmington Hills officers and the Oakland County SWAT team for their quick thinking and bravery in a truly dangerous situation.
Bro, the guy survived a sniper shot. That's pretty crazy, man. Like, if it was a 50 cal, that hole makes a big hole in people. Like, I don't know how the hell that guy survived, but anyways, thought it was interesting. Peace out.